Hajime Mashite, Bogawaji desu. Hey everyone out there in YouTube land. I'm going to grab a coffee. Today, I want to talk about something I discovered because I actually had, from my last video, I built a brand new Pi in a hurry, and someone their device had crashed because I use it as an SBC, session border controller for telephone systems. Well, their device had crashed. So on a Friday, I threw one together and I got it out first thing Saturday via UPS. We hooked it up Monday and bam, I actually had it. I can't record that stuff because I was working with people, and it's sensitive information. We had to go through IP settings and all that, so I couldn't record any of it. But yeah, perfect. I had it. Now this was my solution. I was working with their IT admin, and I asked, hey, can I jump on a local computer? Because the SBC was online, so I knew the device was working. And they let me jump in. Well, it's the exact same fix. You jump in. Oh, well, let's jump back. I jumped way ahead there, I guess. We'll just kill that one. So you load PuTTY. Yeah, I'm trying not to skip steps in case you don't know. You load PuTTY. If you don't have PuTTY, it's free download. Simple tool. The key factor is, and I mentioned this in the other video, but I'll say it in this video, you have to, anytime I install, even though I skip the step of loading my commands, because I have, like I wouldn't say reserved, I would say a list right here. Here's a list. And currently cannot show desktop is the first thing I do, 9 times out of 10. Well, I didn't do it. My fault. So one of the things you have to do, and it's not on this text list right here. One of the things that you have to do is enable, and I'll show you where that is in a moment. But you have to enable SSH. I always do that, and it gives me this option to where right here I can do it. So you need to know the IP. Now I'm working. If I'm doing it myself, I can tell the IP because I control the firewall. In this situation, I was working with their admin because we don't control the firewall. So I was like, listen, find the Pi. Well, this, that, and the other. Well, here's the thing. I loaded the IP address anyway, so I knew the IP address. But if you don't know the Pi's IP address, and you see online, they're all like, oh, you can do this and you can do that, you can blah, 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 blah. No, it's really simple. The person in control of the firewall or network device. If you don't have a firewall, you have a gateway or a router or something. And I would not recommend using just the default thing from Comcast, Cox, Spectrum, whoever your ISP is. I would not recommend just using theirs. Use it as a modem. Use the ISP device as a modem, unless you buy your own. That way you completely control it. I'll go into that in a different video. Alright, so you get the IP address. And I've already saved it here. And then you type it in, and that's the only thing. You type it in, stay on port 22 unless you change it from port 22 in the Pi. And if you don't know how to do that, don't worry about it. If you do know how to do that, then you know to change that. All right, and then you're going to log in. And right there, you can enter the thing you have to remember. If you're used to rebooting, like from the GUI of the Pi, the thing you have to remember is this. When you're in this interface, this SSH, I've never been able to say that quickly. If you're in the SSH interface, you have to use sudo. The one thing, oh, you have to do sudo to do a reboot. No, well, if you're in the well, I'll show you that part in a second. If you're in the interface, you don't. You can just pull up, the terminal, type reboot, hit enter, it's going to go. If you're in this, you have to use sudo. So right here is where you would enter. I'm not going to type it in because this is a production Pi. It's my test Pi, and I don't want it to reboot. You just type in sudo s. I mean, you can sudo s if you want. Right now, it won't do anything. Sudo s sudos, and right there is where you would copy this in. I wonder if I can expand that for you guys, because I can't post um I forget the name of them. I can't post this part that I highlighted on YouTube comments. So I am making a Discord this week so that it can be shared on Discord for anyone that does need it. Come on. Oh, that mouse is sensitive. Okay, I can just, there you go. I'll make it bigger. We'll zoom it in. We'll zoom it in. I mean, this is all you need. Don't worry about this part down here. That you can pause the video right there. I'm gonna undo the zoom in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. So you pop that in there, and you're done. Well, you have to, save. You have to save it. And then you need to reboot. And I can say for 100% when I did that, bam. Yeah, I want to close the session. Thank you. When I did that, I immediately had the real VNC connection again. All right, so let's look at a Pi for a moment. Oh, I was going to show, before we do the Pi, I'll go ahead and show this. No, what the heck? Oh, I hit remote desktop. Didn't I? All right, so I'm going to log back in just to show you this. All right, so a reboot. Failed, 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 failed. Now we're going to log in to the, yes, I want to, okay. I keep forgetting that does that. There we go. Wow. And I honestly have no clue how this one's online. All right, so we're going to use this one. If I can get the terminal load. Wow. I might have got it to load too much. Yeah. It's slower, and I honestly don't know what internet it's using. I'll have to look into that. But again, type reboot, hit enter, bam, it lets you do it. You saw on the other one in the terminal, it's like, yeah, no, you don't have permission to reboot the Pi. As far as SSH, I still can't say that quickly. That's all we're going to talk about on this video. There is a Discord that I am setting up. It should be ready the Monday after this video comes out. And it's going to have commands in it. We're going to be able to chat if you have a question, if you have a comment, stuff like that. I'm getting it set up, make sure we have it, moderated for, griefers. And that's the whole thing. if you join the Discord, it's going to increase the chances of me actually doing more Raspberry Pi, like how I use them videos. 3CX, phone system stuff, remote access stuff, the fun stuff, the left-handed stuff. If you've been with me this long and suffered through my stuttering, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Don't forget to subscribe and like. Bye now.